Hi, good day, everybody. This is Kuldip Chiharu from Global FS&I. I'd like to welcome Circeo, our fintech partner, to the Atos Innovation Week. And this presentation is really about how our partners enable hyper-agile FS&I businesses. So welcome, Andre from Circeo. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Kuldip. It's a pleasure for me to be here sharing this moment with you and sharing what we're doing. My name is Andre Bonfiglioli. I'm the Commercial Director at Circeo. So first of all, I would like to tell you a little bit about who we are. Circeo is an unusual company in the sense that we are a software company, but we are a strange mix where on the one hand we have some extremely highly proficient technicians with long experience in the latest technologies and in building systems, but there's also within Circeo a group of business leaders from the lending world. Amongst us, we've worked in over 20 countries for several decades, and we cover all areas of the business, whether it's risk management, general management, IT, finance, customer services, the whole lot. And we've done this in a number of very large players in the retail banking, consumer finance and car finance arena. So what we bring together is not only very high quality software, but also very deep business knowledge, which has allowed us to develop TheLoanFactory, which is a really innovative and pioneer platform for lending on the cloud, and this is what I'm going to be talking to you about. First of all, a few brief words about TheLoanFactory. TheLoanFactory is not a project, it's not an idea, it's a reality. We are in production in 7 different countries, in 8 different languages. Last year we financed more than 500,000 loans for over €1 billion in value, and we work with one of the biggest retail banks in Europe. We work with a leading consumer finance specialist bank in Europe and other people that we're currently adding to the list. We have an extremely innovative system that you will see in a moment, which is also able to increase its throughput by 10 times during events like Black Friday without any major problem. We are very proud to say that we can go live with a new project in anything between 4 and 9 months, depending on the complexity of the interfaces we have to build. But comparing what historically used to take to build lending systems, we think this is quite a strong achievement. Now, what is the TheLoanFactory? The TheLoanFactory is the pioneer cloud-based digital lending platform. We are multi-channel. We cover all the products that you may want to lend to private individuals, professionals and SMEs. We are obviously multi-channel, multi-country, multi-language, and we can service all these products. We can cover the full end-to-end loan cycle from origination to collections, account management and so on, but depending on the requirements of our customers, we can also install individual modules whilst they keep other elements of their own systems. We can plug and play into the lender's general ledger without them needing to do any further IT development. Or, as in the case of some of our customers, we can actually integrate and share a lot of data with their core systems. This is part of our flexibility, both in product and approach. So basically, this approach gives us a flexibility and a speed of development which we believe is market leading. The key features of the TheLoanFactory. At the heart of the TheLoanFactory, there is a very strong business process management engine. We've taken a market an existing market engine, but we've adapted it to the lending world. We've added the things that we need in order to bring all our know-how in lending into the process building, and also we've got what we consider to be a market-leading credit risk decisioning engine, which allows lenders to implement all their credit risk policies, scoring, use of open banking data, what external databases and so on, whichever way they think. Now, the key feature of the LoanFactory is that there's virtually no coding ever done to implement new clients, or for the client that has already installed the LoanFactory to implement new features. To create new products, new interfaces, new screens, new workflows, new risk decision strategies, compliance rules, we use a configuration system using graphical interfaces, and no coding is used. I think one that will resonate with everybody that our customers implemented without us having to code anything was GDPR when it came in, and it was a matter of days' work, when we know in most legacy systems it has been an absolute nightmare for IT departments. The LoanFactory is cloud and digital native. It is not, we haven't added some digital layers on top of an old system. The LoanFactory did not exist 6 years ago. It's been built from scratch with 21st century technology, which is what gives us the ability to do the things we do. Another innovation where we have been pioneers is that we offer the LoanFactory a software as a service. No capital expenses or big investments are required. You pay by the loan. And I think everybody will be very aware at this time that when the business goes down, fixed costs cannot stay where they are. And this is the big nightmare that most of our clients have today. With the LoanFactory, you pay based on the volumes you generate. So if you generate more volume, you pay more. If you generate less volume, you pay less. A few years ago, the idea of processing loans on the cloud was something that banks were very unhappy about doing. This has changed quite dramatically, and it's now things are moving in that direction, and we have been pioneers in this, and we have demonstrated how we can do it. Final key feature of the LoanFactory, obviously considering its age and so on, it is fully API ready, and we can interface through our API gateways to just about everything that needs to be brought in. Now, who can benefit from the LoanFactory? Effectively, anybody who wants to do lending can benefit enormously from the LoanFactory, whether it's the whole system or some of its components. But we like to identify two groups that may have slightly different needs. First, on the one hand, we have traditional banks and consumer finance specialists with a certain history, with very heavy legacy systems, who find it very difficult to keep up with the new developments that are taking place in the marketplace. So to them, we offer, for example, the ability to launch creative digital lending products quickly and without major impact to the legacy systems. It can be done in parallel. We give them the possibility to test and learn, to test new products, commercial and risk strategies at speed and at low cost. And obviously, like I said before, we offer them for the first time, compared to the systems they run, the ability to avoid heavy fixed costs and long development times. The other key group that we think can benefit enormously from our services are challenger banks and fintechs. We know many of them have done all their commercial development and their main growth strategy based on payments, trading, current accounts, and so on, but very, very few of them have gone heavily into lending. However, I think anybody who knows the banking world and knows that the long-term profitability of this business depends on a professional management and development of lending products. Particularly these challenger banks and fintechs would be able to develop of the know-how that we bring on this business and all its areas, which we have built into the Loan Factory. Now, this is going to sound like a boast, but I really think this is one of the key areas in which we can help, which is time to market, speed, and low cost of doing things. For example, creating a new loan product or changing product features takes a few hours, including the tests, and we don't have to do it for our clients, they do it themselves. Creating a new distribution channel, like for example an online sales of online loans, for example, takes a few days. Creating or modifying new servicing operations, new customer services processes takes a few hours. The creation of upselling or downselling counter proposals is a few hours. Changing the sequence of a distribution process can take less than 1 hour because of the way we use the VPM technology. And implementing champion challenger strategies can take an hour. Now, this may sound, for people who are more used to traditional systems, difficult to believe. We are very happy to invite anybody who wants to see this to come to our offices and see it live. I would also like to mention that the customers we have in production today, who are producing 500,000 loans last year, when they do these things, they don't come to us for us to do it. They do it themselves with their own teams, which are not even necessarily IT teams. That is entirely their choice because it doesn't require technical IT knowledge. Obviously, it requires a training, but we provide that. Now, I think maybe one of the key things to show you what we can do is we would like to share with you what part of our current offer, which is a product we call GreenLight, and it's a lending digital onboarding process. We think it's a game changer, and you will see why in a moment. This is not all that the Loan Factory does. This is just one example of the things we can do with the Loan Factory, and it's a new way to process credit applications. Now, I would like to say that although we're showing you a video with a demo, what you're about to see is in production in France today, and it's opening thousands of credit cards per month for a major consumer finance specialist. This is not a prototype. This is a reality that is live in production. And I would now like to show you a short video to demonstrate it. As you can see, we use all the latest technologies. We don't use forms, we use chatbots, we use open banking, scores, facial recognition, everything. And the idea is a fully digital onboarding process. Okay. Here you can see the dialogue. First, we ask the customer what type of project, what type of loan he wants. Then he's going to choose the amount using a simple slider. As you can see, there is no form filling here. It's a much more intuitive process. Now, when we have the permission of the customer to use his banking data and he signs into his bank, we're able to process most of the information with hardly any requests for data. Okay, we let the customer choose which bank. and he has to sign in. Incidentally, in the live system we have in France, we get very good acceptance of customers who are willing to provide their banking data. If we detect that they have an account in another bank because of the movements that we analyze, we can ask for that as well. Once again, the customer has the ability to provide us that additional information. The more information we have, the quicker we will be. Okay. Obviously, the customer has to choose on which bank account he will pay his monthly installments. We verify not only his income, but also his regular outgoings. Okay. And now we can, based on the customer profile, we can make him different offers, which can have different prices, different terms, different conditions, depending on the customer profile. Now we're going to, for the KYC element, we ask the customer for his document, which we will recognize. Now, the customer can actually take a photograph, or maybe, as many do, they will have a photo, a photo already on their mobile device. In this case, we have a French identity card, for which we take the front and the back. I'm sorry we've had to pixelate the person's data because it's a real document, and we will read that document. We will also, using facial recognition, compare the photograph on the document with a selfie video, which, by the way, is not static, so that we know that the person is there and hasn't put a photograph in front. That's why they have to move their face to one side and the other. So we've verified the identity, we've read all the customer data from the document. In many countries, we can get the proof of address directly from the utility companies. Always with the customer's consent and authorization. Okay, and here now we have all the elements necessary for the KYC are there. Obviously the AML and so on is being done in the background. Here, if you wish, you can cross-sell something else like an insurance if you're allowed to. And we proceed to an electronic signature, which is fully compliant with European regulations. One-time password is issued. Which you have to enter. And we're done. So as you can see, in just a few minutes and virtually entering no data, we have managed to process a new application. I believe this is a game changer in this world, and obviously we will be more than happy to present it to you. I would like to thank you very much for your time, and I wish you a good conference.
Thank you very much, Andre, for that. A very powerful example of originating new business and delivering a superior customer experience. A very impressive example. Thank you very much.
Thank you.